Wanna go gym?
Yay!
You wanna go work out?
Yay!
All right, let's go! Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit different than the stuff that I have been working on because I really feel like it's time for you guys to get to know me on a more personal level. It's not all about kind of the images I post up on Instagram or even these videos. There's so much more behind the scenes that goes on that I'm just dying to share with you guys, and hopefully I can teach you some things about myself. And I'm doing this in hopes that you guys can kind of benefit from it, maybe learn some things from it, or see that anything I do, you can do too. We can all do it. That's what finally forced me to create this channel and start throwing out this content to you guys and sharing it with you all, my experiences, because I've been watching other girls' YouTube channels for years, and I'm like, I can do this too. I have so much to offer. I can do it too. So now is your chance to kind of get to know a little bit more about me personally, and this is how we are going to do this. So I've sat down to record this video more times than I can even tell you, more times than I even remember really. It started off as one kind of video, and every time I record it, it kind of changes into something else. So hopefully this will be the last video I'm going to record because I'm running out of time today. I hope that you guys enjoy it. So if you want to know a little bit more about me, get a little bit more personal, please keep watching. For this video, I've actually come up with 5 of my own questions to kind of ask myself to represent what I want to tell you, I should say. So we're going to kind of run through those. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is my mottos to life in general. So I have 3 that I feel pretty passionate about. The first one, if you've ever spoken to me before about food, I am a vegan. I did not become a vegan because of the animals, but it has kind of evolved into that. Because as just the more you learn about what's going on out there, the more you kind of feel you understand the issues, I should say, and you want to advocate for those who can't. So my first motto is live and let live. We can enjoy life just as much as animals and other species should be able to live and enjoy their life also. I'm a huge believer in that. So that's my first motto. My second one comes from Tony Robbins. I'm a huge Tony Robbins supporter and fan. He has helped develop me and continues to develop me because I'm always doing his programs and listening to him and evolving through his coaching. And one of his mottos are don't worry about things that you can't control. And this is a very, very simple motto or phrase, whatever. But it's something that if you don't actively work on it, you will do it. So I am a huge one for getting very emotionally involved in everything that I do, which is a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. Because if somebody out there, not everybody is going to see you the way someone else sees you, which is totally fine and normal. But if somebody doesn't like you, for example, I become very emotionally caught up with that. I will get into bed at night and not be able to sleep for nights on end because of the way someone else feels about me. So it always brings me back to this motto. It kind of grounds me, refocuses me in a positive way. The motto is don't worry yourself over things that you can't control. Because you know what? I can control the way I feel about myself. I can control my relationships with people that are invested with me, but I can't control the way someone else sees me. So don't get upset about it. And this kind of can relate into so many other aspects of your life. But that's just one, for example, that kind of gets to me the most. But I do remind myself of this motto constantly, and it has taken a huge kind of burden or weight off of my shoulders when I kind of ground myself. I remind myself it's out of your hands, so don't worry about it. My third motto is to love yourself first. If you were asked the question, what do you love? Tell me the things that you love. How many would you need to name before you got to yourself? This is, as much as it's a kind of fly-by-the-night question that I'm throwing out there to ask you, it's very serious. How can you truly love something else if you can't truly love yourself first? How can you love your kids or your husband or be happy with them and totally emotionally involved and invested with them if you can't be emotionally invested in yourself? So I wake up every day and I tell myself I love myself. Before I go to bed, I actually write in a journal and I write all of my wins for that day, and I write something positive, and I always finish it off with saying, you are amazing, you are the best, and I love you. And I truly put heart and emotion behind it. Even when I'm writing, my husband sometimes is like, what are you doing in that notebook? Because I'm like really getting involved in it, really invested in everything I'm writing. So that is my third motto. So moving on to the second question that I kind of created for myself. I'm reading my little book here so I don't get too far drifted away from this video. My favorite part of the day. So my favorite part of the day is first thing in the morning. And that's because my husband leaves for work at around 5:30, and then I set my alarm. If I don't need to be at the gym to train early, and this is like a regular morning for me, I'll set my alarm for 6 a.m. My kids don't wake up till about 7, so I have an hour every morning. I get up, I make myself my coffee, I get back in bed with my coffee, I put my TV on, I'll have my planner out in front of me, and I will kind of like mentally, I kind of have the TV on for background noise and light because I have no lamps in my room, and I will just enjoy my coffee. I'll enjoy kind of getting my head straightened together, thinking and focusing on what I need to do that day. I can't even tell you, ever since I've been doing this, my days have become so much more positive. I've had so much more energy. They're so much more productive than ever before. I'm used to waking up to my older daughter waking me up asking me to put YouTube on my phone, or my little 2-year-old screaming in her bed for me to go get her because she's still in a crib, so she's stuck until I actually get out of my bed and go out there and get her out. So waking up this way is just such a nicer, calmer start to your day. You can get your mind in the right place before the hecticness of the day begins. So that is my favorite time of the day. And of course, I love the other times of my day where me and my kids can sit and just play for, even if it's only for 5 minutes. I really enjoy those times of the day because if you're a mom, you understand that your life is pretty much go, 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 go from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed. So it's hard sometimes to just be in the moment and enjoy that. So those are kind of like my favorite times of the day. And when I'm working out, of course, especially when I'm like mentally in the zone and I'm there and I feel strong and empowered. That's another favorite time of the day for me. So my third question is my goals for this upcoming year. So these have shifted a lot, even just since the beginning of the year, which was only a few weeks ago. But my goals for this year are to really focus on myself, physically and mentally, and spiritually, I guess. It kind of goes along with mentally, but I want to grow as a person. I want to evolve. I mentioned before I'm very into Tony Robbins, so I told myself this year I will redo all of his programs that I own 100%. So you can do his programs 2 different ways. You can do them where you just kind of listen to them and it's in one ear, not the other. And then you can do them, learn from them, act out whatever he's telling you to do, and then move on to learning something else. So that way you're actually actively doing whatever he's telling you to do on the discs, which it's very easy to kind of listen to it before you go to bed and then wake up the next morning and just continue with your same old patterns and routines. So that is something I will do this year. My second goal for this year is to learn Italian. I said that I was going to finally do it this year. In the past years, I've bought Pimsleur, I've bought Rosetta Stone for actually multiple languages, and I've never stuck with any of them long enough to learn anything. So this year I made it my goal. I'm 3 weeks in so far, going strong. With kind of combining all of my programs together so I can really learn it. And that is definitely one of my goals for this year. I'm taking it more serious than I ever have before. And I'm working with short-term goals in order to get to my bigger goal. So I tell myself at the beginning of each week, I'm going to do lessons 4 through 6. something very realistic for myself, and so far I'm doing good with it. I can say quite a few things in Italian. I like that I'm like learning phrases, so I can actually say, hello, how are you? I speak Italian. I'm American. Do you speak English? Can you tell me where this road is? And I'm getting there. I'm learning my way around the language, and I really, really love it. And then physically, my goal for my body physically is obviously just to work out harder, more consistent than ever before. I've always been consistent with the gym, but I've never taken it as serious for myself as I have compared to the way I've been in the past. In the past, I did it more because mentally it made me feel good. Physically, it made me feel good too. This year, I'm like, it's on. I want to mold my body a certain way, and I am full force getting there. And that also goes around with nutrition. So especially if you train with me, you know that I take nutrition very serious when it comes to your diet. Now, I mean, I've always taken my own diet serious too, but now I've just bumped it up a notch, especially since this past year I became vegan. I'm actually coming up on a year of being vegan. It took me a little while to kind of figure it out. So now that I feel good and confident with it, now it's kind of playing around with my macros and really getting my diet on point. So those are my goals for this year. My fourth kind of question that I want to answer for you guys are my personal challenges. I have a ton. I may never show it, but I have a lot of insecurities for myself. I feel like someone's always talking about me. It's hard for me, especially since I've made YouTube, because I don't know if it's because of the insecurities or I'm not as confident to bring, say, my camera and set it up on the little tripod I have it on now and in the gym and focus it on me while I'm doing squats or working out or whatever I'm doing. So that's a really big challenge for me, especially now that it's come, you know, that I'm trying to create these videos for you guys, because for me to walk into a store and be holding up a camera and vlogging for you guys is like a really big personal challenge for myself. Another personal challenge I've dealt with in the past is staying consistent and staying motivated with certain things, which I think is a pretty common challenge, but I'm working very hard at doing things on a daily basis to always stay focused, because now that I know, they always say the first step is realizing you have a problem. Well, I've realized now that I have a problem, and I am working very hard to stay motivated, stay on track, and I think that actively doing that on a daily basis, keeping my mind in a good state, is going to help me get over that challenge. Okay, my fifth and final kind of facts for you guys are my biggest achievements. I'm going to bring you through them fairly quickly. My biggest achievements is going to be number one, my marriage. I'm going to be married 7 years next month, which it sounds like, I mean, for me, I'm only 27. It sounds like it's been a long time, but I can't even tell you. It flew the blink of an eye. And why I say it's one of my biggest accomplishments is because I have an amazing marriage. I can't wait every night for my husband to come home. We sit, we have dinner, we watch TV, we put our kids to bed early so that way we have like 3 to 4 hours sometimes to actually hang out with each other every night. We have great communication, we have fun. The weekends, we just can't wait to like get to the weekend to spend it together. And that's something that I'm really, really proud of, because I know a lot of people don't have that. So maybe, you know, some of you are saying it's still the honeymoon phase, but I think 7 years in, we've been through a lot. And I think that it's showing that it's something for me to be called an achievement, I should say, this far. Another achievement for me is going to be having both of my babies. And raising them, because it's like the hardest job, and everyone always tells you that kids are amazing, they're so fun, enjoy it. They don't tell you how much work it is, or how the fact that between my 6-year-old and my 2-year-old, I'm up multiple times every night still till today with them. They don't tell you these things, so that is definitely an achievement. My third achievement is going to be giving birth to both my girls, because I did not use a regular hospital. I used a birthing center. I had an all natural everything, like not even an IV inside of me, and I'm very proud of that. That's a big accomplishment for me that I did it 2 times. But that we will save for another video, but I will tell you because everyone is always intrigued to hear about that. And then my last, I guess, accomplishment would be finishing college. I graduated from Adelphi with a bachelor's in business management, which being a personal trainer. Not many people know that, but I did. Do I necessarily use any of it? Probably not. Would I do it different if I went back? If I were to go back, well, this is another question now. I guess I'm just going to answer for you guys and add into my fun facts. If I were to go back to a teenager and redo college all over again and kind of repick what my career would be, I would always, health and fitness would always be a very high priority for me. But if I were to redo my career, I would go to school for journalism, and I would 100% want to be like a news anchor, a weather woman, somebody on Fox News every Sunday morning. That is 100% what I would do. I've actually thought about going back to school and trying to get involved in that, but maybe one day. It's too much for me to even think about right now. I'm just trying to get through another day, raising my kids and trying to make a couple YouTube videos here and there. But maybe one day we will get there. So now my little one is already up crying. I hear her already. So my work time for the day is coming to an end. I hope though that you guys really enjoyed this video. I can't even thank you guys enough for even watching it. I'm so happy to be here on YouTube. You have no idea. I have so many plans for videos for these upcoming next couple of upcoming months. That I think that you guys will really enjoy. Everything from health, fitness, nutrition. Being a mom is a hectic, crazy madness life, so I've definitely got some tips and tricks in that department to kind of help still get the body you want, still live a positive, motivating, high energy filled life that you deserve to have, even with little babies. So if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed getting to know more about me, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comments, do all those different things, share this video anywhere that you can because it really helps me out. It shows that you guys support me, although I know you all support me because ever since I posted that last video, I've gotten so many texts and phone calls and people in the gym telling me, hey, I saw your video, it was really awesome. And I was like, wow, it made me feel so good that you guys are actually supporting me and watching all this stuff. So make sure though that you click those little buttons, hit like, leave a comment if you like the video, and if there's other things that you want to see or you want to know about. I'm full of knowledge and I'm so excited and can't wait to share it with all of you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching and staying in here with me to the end of the video. I love you guys all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Goal of mine for this upcoming year to stop checking my Instagram, stop checking my Facebook every 5 seconds, and to stop keeping up with all my reality TV shows because I watch way too much of it.